This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shining Force CD. In the last episode, Natasha and her group went into the fortress, headed into the darkness within, defeated the deadly soul, and headed onwards. But it looks like they're doing good for now. But what about Dina's group? Last time we left them, that they had just crossed the fields and it swapped perspectives after they fell to the like whatever trap there was. So hopefully they've survived. Well, let's find out today. Meanwhile, Deanna's group is headed north into the underground caves. Coincidentally, they're heading towards the alga fields. Well, let's see. Are they in the alga fields? Are you certain Algam's fort is in this direction? Do these caves ever end? I'm surprised you guys landed in a spot of land in this lava pool instead of just into the lava. Convenient, huh? Wait, I hear voices up ahead. Yeah, this is really creepy music. What the? Listen up! The Cypress army is in these caves! How? How do they know where we are all the time? Oh wait, they probably... Maybe that fall into the hole was a trap. Never mind. We must stop them here! Hawkman, over there! What? Nani? No, the Cypress army finally rise! Attack, my legion! They must not get any further! Why can't we just get through this without any problems? But anyway, we're back to Dina's group again, so... for this fight, we want to get our companions roughly to 18, if you can. I mean, it's not required, but it definitely will help later on. Yeah, I think it's like 18 for this fight, and then... Actually, I think the next fight's about the same as well, if you can get them around those levels. And then the fight after that is when we want to try to get them to actual 20. So, anyway, let's look at the, look at the map. Yeah, not too many people. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The Bakers... Oh, wait, no, Bakers doesn't 13. So it doesn't. So, alright, everything's good to go. So, yeah, let's go after them. There is... I don't think there's any treasure on this map, if I recall. Yeah, I got a bunch of worms. Do the worm. Yeah, they don't have anything worthwhile. Pegasus Knight's got some power rings. Unfortunately, they don't drop them. They're just there to give them even more power. Oh, more power. Yeah, I don't think there's any treasure chests or anything like that around here. I don't think there's actually anything anyone drops anyway, so there you go. Protect staff gives him a +2 to his defense, but he will fall like the others. And we got the boss of this place, General Hawkman. He doesn't look like a hawk, looks like a Pegasus. Or he looks like a centaur with wings, which is a Pegasus. Well, sort of, because Pegasus are just horses with wings. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's head on it, and so... This might not be a bad battery to do some little mini grinding if you wanted to, just because of the worms right there. Although they don't... I don't remember the... We'll have to fight them and find out. Maybe it's the next fight that they don't give much experience. Oh yeah, we could have Claude just go right on ahead and start wailing on him, but we're not going to do that. So, oh yeah, I gotta with the Incubus here. And he's got Blaze too, so, and he can fly, so yeah, probably shouldn't be grouping the people together, so... Oops, do that. Haha. You've fallen into our trap. You are going to be surrounded by like 50 people. You fool! Well, that's his decision as a Pegasus Knight, you know. Yeah, I don't know where they get the weird naming conventions for this game, though, so just calling that one guy Hawkman, he's like, he's not a hawk, though. He's not a Hawkman, he's a Hawk Centaur thingy. But, anyway. Actually, probably better to get my 14s on him. Oh, yeah, Claude will try to... Yeah, we'll just wail on him with a... Haha, the healer. Yeah, wow. Go Slade. Almost as much damage as your rat counterpart in the second game. Nah. But, although I remember Slade, it taking a while for Slade to really get his groove on. Yeah, don't want her to get in the fight because she's a wizard. Ow. Ah, dang it. I was poisoned. Boo! Oh, we're fine. Yeah, that's the thing I have with the worms. They all poison you, you know. They poison you with their lies about what's going on, and you can't run away from them. That should be right. Nope. Ah, dang it, I didn't mean to finish that fight. What the? Uh-oh. It's an earthquake! What the? Ah, man. Well, there goes our quick way out. Well, I mean, we were going to take out all the enemies anyway, so... And of course, the... Oh, yeah, we don't have detox in this fight. Yeah, actually, does anyone in the group actually have a... antidote? I don't think so, actually. Yeah, that's gonna make this fight a little bit more annoying. Yeah, I forgot no one has... I think I used the antidote last episode, so... Or last time I played with these guys, so... So I'm gonna just have to suffer the poison damage until we can either reset the fight or get to a base of some sort. Oh well. Alright, may do something useful. Do something useful, Berthold! Yeah, it's always I guess any creature in any game when they can do a status affliction is always annoying. In any game, really. Although there's some games where it's not as annoying as others, like some games where you just straight up, like, I guess Claude could technically fight everyone. Like, there are some games that immediately clean status afflictions after fights or areas, so you don't have to worry about them. Yeah. You don't do a ton of damage, but the fact that they poison you is annoying. It's kind of like with crits, you know, it doesn't happen all the time, so... But when it does, it's very annoying. And I'll just keep kind of going on through them. But yeah, I'm going to hold off on doing any major grinding except for maybe in the next chapter. What the? Not again! Man, nature has it out for us, apparently. Alright, we'll heal you even if we don't have detox, so... Yeah, detox is one of those abilities that's only very specifically useful in the game. I mean, I've used it, but you know what I mean. It's just like... It's almost better just to have your healer carry a couple of antidotes instead of 2 poison people. Dang it. I'm getting pretty unlucky with that, so... Oh well. I wonder if that happened because I moved Claude too far ahead or whatever. Oh. I forgot what constitutes the cutscene where it does that. Yeah, those were the cutscenes back in the day. Although this is from the Sega CD era where they started putting FMV sequences and everything, so I'm surprised there wasn't... I mean, technically this game did have kind of a cutscene at the beginning and end of each book, you know, so I guess there's that, but yeah, this is, I think, yeah, right, because this came out like... Because I'm trying to think, when did the PlayStation come out? Like, 96, and this is... Like, Sega CD came out a few years before that, so they're trying to... Sega always seemed to always try to, like, get, like, a little ahead on the game, but I think they got so far ahead of the game that they kind of, lost out. They rushed too much to get these new trends and everything like that, and then... Nah, not enough to get to the... Chester. And so it's kind of like, for example, the Dreamcast had some pretty interesting features about it, like the online connectivity and the little ways to interact with the console and everything like that. But yeah, it was just too far ahead of its time, and not enough people bought the games. I never actually, and I was one of those people that usually tended to buy, not every system, but I'd usually buy quite a few systems. But even I didn't buy, like, let's see, I didn't buy the 32X, I didn't buy the Saturn, and I didn't buy the Dreamcast. Although from what it looked like, there wasn't those games really didn't have anything that I would have wanted anyway. I think the Sega Saturn only had like 1 or 2 games I really wanted to play, but they weren't games that were like, oh man, these are so awesome. I've got to buy a whole console for like 2 games. Maybe if I ever figure out how to like get a Sega Saturn, like still too far away for that. If I could ever get a Saturn emulator working, I thought about playing Dragon Force or something like that, which is one of the games I wanted to play. And the other one was actually Shining Force, or Shining Force 3. Although that one's a weird one because of the way I probably shouldn't talk about it unless I ever actually play the game. But let's just say there's some weird complication stuff when it comes to like the American version of that game, and the fact it's, well, basically it's incomplete. 3 people poisoned? Really? You know how what the odds are like of a character getting poisoned are in this game? Of course, you know, this is the same game that had like, you know, the Cerberuses in Book 1 that are only supposed to rarely ever breathe fire because it's considered like a crit attack, and yet they kept doing it like every other turn. I was like, I mean, I survived and everything like that, but it was quite a bit annoying. Aw, man, there goes Chester. I didn't even get a chance to heal him either. I should have had Claudia finish her off. I thought I had enough agility or quickness to get to her before her turn, but because there's no turn bars, I don't know. Like now, I can't really figure out my my strategies. You know. Oh well, like I said, that's one of the few issues with the game is I wish I had either like a turn bar or something like that, or if it did like some strategy games where it just lets groups go in turns, so it lets, like, for example, all the good guys would go at once, so you just move your units, and then when it's the bad guys' turns, then it swaps to theirs. But yeah, well, now I don't have to worry about healing Chester, so I guess that's good. Oh well. This ain't even that hard of a fight either. I just got supremely unlucky. This and the next fight aren't considered very difficult, so I'm just. Wait, how can you get double poisoned? Well, I think it's just because the game doesn't have a mechanic where it says, like, if you're poisoned, it won't do it again. And no, you can't get double poisoned, because that'd be very silly. Unfortunately, with the loss of Chester, he loses out quite a few levels, but 2, I won't be able to ping those flyers for a decent amount of damage, so I guess I'll just have to have Chester take the experience. Oh well. Chester needs it anyways, yeah. Actually, May needs the experience. Usually it's not. Usually I don't get too behind on wizards, but for some reason, ooh, we get Bolt. Nice. One of the more powerful magic spells in the game. Because I don't think anyone's like really resistant to Bolt. That's why it costs so much. It usually does more damage. But yeah, because as far as I recall, like I said, I've never actually hacked the game or anything like that. But as I recall, I think bosses are the only ones that might be like resistant to Bolt. Everyone else, like, they doesn't have an obvious immunity like they would like Blaze or Frost or Ice or whatever. Alright, yeah, just suffer the damage, suffer the poison, suffer the slings and arrows of our defeat. God. Well, at least with Chester dying, I think with Chester dying, I think he immediately gets cured of the poison, so we don't, oh, I grouped everyone together. Oh, good. The Incubus was done. Or Pixie was done, just like myself. Yeah, I forgot that there was Pixie there, so I was bundling everyone together when you're not supposed to do that. But yeah, we can finish them off. Actually, I mean, sure, some people aren't going to get experience, but quite a few people are going to get pretty close to 18, so. Yeah, more damage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'll just fly a bit further. Yeah, better have Ja finish him off, because I don't think May would have finished her off with her magic anyway. Yep, keep moving. Oh shit! Well, of course she was gonna get her turn right when I was considering. I could have maybe Frost 2, or maybe would have done enough damage. Who knows? But better. I should better not have Dina move too far, just so Slay can heal him. So. Oh yeah, because of the poison, we're gonna have to heal all our guys. Yeah. Yeah, I love the creepy music here. Unfortunately, the only bad thing is it doesn't seem like good battle music. You know what I mean? Like you hear this creepy like da 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 or whatever. And it's like, but that's not appropriate battle music. Oh well. Here I am saying I was going to hold back, and then I'm like, let's just move forward anyway. Well, I need to fight get the Pegasus Knight with a ranged weapon of some sort. No, they're worthless in experience. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just have him finish him off. think you can still get decent experience from it. Yeah, next level though, probably not so much so. Might have to use this turn to heal. I guess you're gonna attack and not actually use your magic like you're supposed to. You think you would, you know, but oh yeah, we can heal Dina. And just enough HP to almost heal him completely. Only it wasn't for the darn poison. The darn worms. Oh, and I can't actually hit the incubus, so great. Well, time for another Claude slash or Pixie. I don't know why I keep calling it incubus. I think that's one of his cousins or something like that. But oh, well, there you go. Take that. Take that, Pixie. I've read Midsummer's Night's Dream. You guys are jerks. Of course, that's based off more Celtic ideas of fae and pixies and stuff like that. More modern times have made them more, you know, gentle and nice creatures. While in fantasy, for the most part, they're tricksters and meanies, like the blue meanies. But well, that's like most mythology. They've like tamed a lot of those stories, because back in the day they were meant to like scare children and try to keep them like straight on the straight and narrow path, you know. So if you read like Grimm's fairy tales, it's all about like, although some of the tales in Grimm's fairy tales are kind of weird, like there's one about, well, I don't know, like some are like weirdly just I don't know if disgusting is the word, like weirdly like, it's like, okay, I get the message, but isn't that a bit cruel, you know? But well, maybe I'm the issue, but yeah, there's like one story about a man named Tom Thumb who kept biting his thumbs, so to make him stop biting his thumbs, you know, his mom, I think it's his mom or something like that, cuts his thumbs off, and I'm like, I guess he'll stop biting his thumbs. I guess he learned his lesson. Oh, we get a Dina gets hold on, as soon as we can get to his turn. Luckily Dina has, ooh, Hawkman does decent damage. Okay, well, scary. Actually, that is kind of scary. But yeah, like all good main heroes, he gets Bolt. Yeah, I need to. I mean, the bishop is gonna heal the worm, but still. Yeah, let's just finish him off. Like I said, I was probably gonna do most of my grinding in the next chapter. That's probably the best place to do it anyway. And let's get some bold action. Heck yeah! Ooh, critical hit. Nice. Hallelujah. Now we're cooking gas. Well, I'd rather be propane. Yep, you're gonna heal yourself. Yeah, you actually healed yourself. Sometimes you don't do it, so I don't know why. And you didn't do heal 3. You did heal 2. Okay. I might have to have Slay do heal level 2 just so I can actually reach. Well, luckily it does only half damage. Yeah, I'll just have to do heal 2. Oh well. I have played magic. You're being poisoned from the inside and you're burning it from the heat to the lava. What's next? Oh yeah, I probably should have attacked the bishop instead. So. Cool. No, I don't have a problem with that. It's you know, the odds of that happening are very low, you know, especially based off your quickness, but whenever, I'll just accept it, I guess. And it's time to double team the bishop. It's what you get for trying to keep yourself alive. It's not fair. Yeah, he drops it. I thought he didn't drop the protect staff. I could swear I remember it not doing that. Alright, whatever. 13 damage. Alright, well, at least we get a protect staff so we can give that to May later on. Bye, Hawkman. We're in trouble. This is a dead end. So how? Well, then how'd the enemies get in? Well, was it because of that whole earthquake thing, and so it blocked off the entrance or exit? Because how'd the enemy get here then? If there's a dead end, oh, they had a Hawkman who could have ran away. Never mind. Well, he would have gotten away. Whatever. The army is behind us. Quick, we must find an exit. No. What the? What's that? Oh, it's a shining light. Look, light. It's coming from that hole in the ceiling. Don't go to hole in the ceilings. I know what they do to you. I know about wall masters. You've done well to make it this far. I recognize that voice. Huh, yes you do. I'll lower a rope. Pull yourselves up quickly. Who are you? Why are you helping us? I'll tell you later. Hurry, climb the rope. The army approaches. Whoa, cast a spell. Apparently cast rope trick or something. When the time is right, I'll reveal myself. I should have done just a generic voice, but no. He's gone. He's gone. Sorry, I missed out my voices now. Come on, everyone, up the rope. Grab the rope! Don't let the... whatever. Dina, you have no sense of chivalry, do you? Huh, now we're back to Natasha's group. Hey, look over there. It's Dana and his group. How convenient! We all pop up on the same map. Yay! Ouch! Sorry. Hey, guy, why'd you run over him? Jeez, that's not cool. Anyway. We've been worried about you. Is everyone here? Let's set up camp and plan our next move. All right, well, that was convenient. The group is back together. All right, no, like weird forced context or some weird battle or whatever. It's like, no, we're just back together. So, yay! Yep, everyone's back in the group. So, and one main thing that happens is, let me see. Well, maybe it's at the game next fight. Let's see. Yeah, Sarah officially joins the group now. Now that Mayfair and the group are back together, Sarah's no longer the advisor. So, yeah, she officially joins the group. So, yay! Healing? Let me do it. It's my job. So, yeah, cool. I think Sarah is the only character that gets aura, I think, in this group, weirdly enough. Yeah, when she hits, I forgot what level it is, but she'll get aura. Yeah, she's the only character to get aura. No. Okay, so I need to give... Yeah, for some reason I didn't think... I need to move... Oh yeah, I forgot I had the protect ring. I need to move some stuff around on that. Oh yeah, we got some... Okay, let's... Before we do that, let's do curing really quick. So we can be cured of poison. Unfortunately, there's not a shop here. So, oh well. Eric. Yep. And Chester's dead, so, yeah, he won't be suffering poison in heaven. Or we could just raise his body. You know, why not? He's dead! Whew. Good thing you can just raise the dead in this world. Who knew? Alright, anyway. Alright, who needs defense? Usually it's... Well, I mean, usually give it to the main hero, so that way they don't get wrecked. At least by... Ugh. I didn't realize how low Slade's, like, defense is. Holy crap. I may give it to him for now, just to survive. And Natasha isn't supposed to be in combat anyway, so... Oh yeah, and now that we've got most of the party together, now I need to figure out who to give the pimento to. Might be better to give it to a healer like Luke or Slade, so that they just have, you know, more movement to like get the heals and stuff like that. So I may give it to Slade. That might be the way to go. Okay, so we need to give you. Yeah, and usually you want your healer to be beefy enough. Luke's defense is pretty good already, although he is a frontline fighter. And Slade's more of a behind the things. You know, we'll give it to Luke. For now, anyway. I might change my mind later. And let me drop the pimento onto Slade. I think there's like a few other things, but other than that, I think we're pretty good. Let me put that to Luke. I may end up changing that and giving it just to Dina, just to, you know, for survivability's sake. So, alright, let me go ahead and use the pimento. Because there's been so many times in those previous fights where Slade had moved just a little bit faster, I probably would have been able to heal maybe Chester and stuff like that. So I think this is a good call. So, oh, nice, we got two. I think I think it's 1 to 2 is the variable, so we got the most we could out of it. So very nice. All right, got lucky there. Although I could have just grinded until we, or I could have just save scummed until we got. Who got the protect stuff? Okay, Jaha did. Whoops. Jaha, you can't use the protect stuff for that. What are you referring to, Mayfair? Anyway. All right, we need to give this to. Actually, can they equip it? They might not be able to because they're not. Yeah, because they're not promoted. We'll drop it off. We'll give it to May for now. May give it to Natasha. Yeah, too bad Natasha didn't really take charge in her group. You know, it kind of becomes Sarah instead, pretty much. So, oh well. All right, on to the next fight. It was in those fields that the prince was captured by Eon. But this time, because of Sarah's help, we won't be ambushed. So let's head for Eon Castle. What, did they just stand out in the open this time? the idiots! As we ambushed Prince Nick, we'll ambush them! They say this out in the open. Last, our other battalion has been defeated. We won't be able to ambush them. What? Love the little surprised, like, stinger or whatever. Oh, they knew our plans. We must inform Barbara and Soma. Yes, sir. Now we're starting to... whatever. Stall them! We need to prepare for the battle at Eom's castle. Yeah, for being a fight that that ambushed them, this isn't that hard of a fight, so I don't know why they thought it was, but alright, well when we get the whole group together, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, there is danger here, obviously, because of the worms and poison and stuff like that, but, and splitting up, so I don't want to do this. Let's separate. Actually, probably easier just to separate as is, so yeah, we'll have Slade. Actually, they have to... Could just do as is, like down the middle, and just have everyone go... But that would give them multiple... yeah, we'll have Luke go this way, and we'll have Slade go this direction. Oh yeah, I need to go over the units. Yeah, most of the worms are the same. Nothing different about them. Deadlyborn, they have a medical herb like before. Yeah, medical herb possibly can drop. I'm not guaranteed which ones can drop. More Hawkmen with boost, which they almost never use unless in rare circumstances. Usually when they're about to die, oddly enough. Yeah, this guy, the cleric, he's got holy hell and heal and attack. Boost your attack stat. It's like attack and... Actually, I think it's just straight up attack. I don't think it boosts anything else. So. Oh yeah, the ghoul is nasty. If we defeat him, that ends the battle. Whoops. And worms. Yeah, nothing here. Well, no one should be dropping anything, but I don't know. I was wrong about that last episode. So what do I know, right? So could just go forward, and then the worms will eventually. So we need to give, we'll have May go. Or they're going to come after us, sure. Well, the worms, you want to take us out. You want to take us out to the... Yeah, we'll have Chester go north. Almost damage. This episode might be a bit longer than I expected. I was hoping to finish this fight pretty quickly. Or finish the last fight pretty quickly, but I did drag on just a little bit. Oh well. I don't mind having long episodes every once in a while. I try to keep it pretty bite-sized for the most part. Although, it depends on what series I'm playing. If it's a series that's like super long, I kind of have to make long series, or make the episodes longer. Okay. Cool. I didn't think Slade was close enough to be hit by that thing, but okay. I kind of have to redo that fight because I can't really have Slade be dying at the very beginning of the fight, if you know what I mean. So, well, let's get some experience in, and then we'll cut to. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Vic. Yeah, she kind of just flicks her wrist like, take that, scoundrel. Yeah, I said the fight isn't hard, and then Slade gets one-shotted. So you know it is, folks. Oh well. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll probably re-raise Slade, because I can't really have one of my healers being gone for the whole fight. So, and then I'll just get back to this point. Probably about well, as soon as I can get someone to take us back, I'll come back to this point where we're about at these positions, give or take. Might as well get some extra experience in while we can before I reset this. Yeah, talk about not guesstimating your opponents very well. So, all right, I'll see you back when we're about at the same area we are at, except that this time we'll have Slade with us this time. All right, we're back. Just got to this point for the most part. So, yeah, this fight. The only reason this fight will be any tough at all is because none of my units are promoted. Although, yeah, he might die again if I don't take care of this guy like right now. So that would have been funny if I re-recorded, got to this point, and then Slade died again. But I knew he wasn't going to die from a counterattack. So, although there was a good chance that maybe the Deadly Born or Deadly Soul would have gone again before him. But yeah, I took that chance. Sometimes you gotta take chances. Anyway, this time I'm splitting up, although it won't be for very long while we're split up, because, you know. Yeah, now that I think about it, like, it's kind of funny how, like, I decided to give the ring to Jaha instead, because he's more of a frontline fighter, and then somehow, you know, Luke, or Slade is the one who I was considering giving it to, ends up the one dying, because if he had it, he wouldn't have died, most likely. The LP curse. It's a thing. Oh well. Oh yeah, and off screen, like Luke got hit like 2 times by the worm. I'm surprised to. Yeah, her attack's kind of funny just because she just goes be healed or whatever, and when she smacks people, it's the same attack. It's just like, okay, uh-oh, Chester, you better not die again. You're probably gonna get poisoned, aren't you? Oh, well, all right then. Thanks for not getting poisoned, I guess. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. I don't think Chester would be able to do enough damage to finish off the work, could he? Oh yeah, yeah. I'll let him do the finishing blow. Body blow. Body blow. I'm gonna have to try and speed up this fight a little bit. Maybe try to just get my movement or turns in as quickly as I can. So. I mean, technically, there's an easy way to me just speed up the thing is by turning the. Don't want to have an accident like before where he just goes a little bit too far forward and gets one-shot again. Yeah, sorry, Slade. You keep trying to be like your dwarf cousins and trying to get in on this action, but it's not for the best, man. Gotta know when to hold him and gotta know when to fold him. Otherwise, you'll suffer well. And luckily in this group, Dean and Eric have pretty decent defense. It's just that Dane and this group, I think now that we're back together, they have antidotes now, and I think this. It's kind of interesting that this group. Well, actually, no. I guess it's the same with all the other groups. Is that usually only one character ends up having detox. Well, like I said, with how little it actually happens, it's just one of those like, do we actually need it, or just buy a bunch of antidotes? I think when I used to play, like a long time ago, I'd usually like, I'm gonna start using Bolt from now on just to. She's gonna use it like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's gonna use it so many times though. It's better to get like some experience than nothing. So. Let's try and decide how much MP I want to expend before we get to the zombie and all them up there. Oh no. Well, luckily they won't be able to kill her. It'll hurt, but it won't kill her. And she's poisoned. Good. Good for you. Actually, I think it's Graham that has it. Yeah. So I was thinking for a second. I was like, who in this group actually has antidote? But Graham's always prepared. He's always preparing. She's no longer poisoned, but she feels sad for it. Yeah, we'll have to start getting this this group like promoted here pretty soon. Because like I said, we're falling a bit behind in terms of. You can tell like I'm not doing the type of damage I should be doing. Yeah, but actually, trying to decide if heal or boost would be better. Probably heal. We might be lucky, and she might go before the worm, and she can back off and cast a spell. Oh, nice. Aw, man, no defense or anything? I don't know. Yeah, just this high level. If I do freeze it, if she does get a turn, I'll have to do freeze too, because it won't do enough damage otherwise. So, yeah, I better start weakening this guy. Even though I could have waited a while for him to finally get over here, but if I really wanted to, I probably could have swapped out my. Yeah, I'm not going across that bridge for that, so. Yeah, I better finish off the obvious targets. Way to go, overkill, Jaw. Very good level. One and everything. Yeah, warrior classes tend to get a better pool of stats than anything. Oh yeah, I could definitely freeze one. Her, so. Or it, whatever that creature is. Well, it is a worm, so it's not a mammal, so we don't have to worry about that. Ooh, nice. Although I was expecting after the dodge, I was expecting the deadly soul to like attack again. Yeah, might as well move up all the way here. Get that experience for her. Oh, she got defense. Nice. Anytime you get defense or attack bonus is always an awesomeness. Uh-oh. Luke is taking the lead, and now he's gotten hit. But he has a way to detox it. And Chester helping with that. But yeah, if I really wanted this fight to go a lot faster, what I'd do is I already have the thing set to quickness, but if I set the no display on, it reduces like the extra little dialogue there, like attacking and everything. It just goes straight to it. It also ignores like how much experience you get and how much you attack for. So that way, if you're just going through a fight and you don't care like what your stats are or what experience you're getting, which in most cases you don't really have to worry about that. That's good to kind of generally know like what's going on and not required. Sure. If I hit you and then Claude can finish you off, so well maybe. I severely underestimated Claude's ability or Luke's ability to do damage because we're not at that point yet. How much damage did you actually do? You missed last time when I was on the screen, so not reasonable for a vicar. I mean, magic might have done. Are you gonna dodge again? Nah, no well. Can't call him Lucky Bird in this case, so. Actually, Chester might be able to finish him off. Wow. So close. Yeah, I think it's 6. If you have promoted characters, 6 is where. Well, actually, no, it's not this battle. It's in Chapter 4 where you want them to be at level 6. Finally, he came down. Came down to say hi! Say Hoffman. You know you're mislabeled, right? I wonder if that generally is what he's supposed to be called, or if that's like a mistranslation. Kind of like Volcano or something like that, you know, from a... was it Phantasy Star? Phantasy Star 2? I think it was? There was that game had a lot of, like, weird... Well, in the original game, anyway, had, like, a lot of weird mistranslations. But yeah, there was like one creature that looked like a flaming thing, and you'd think it'd be called Volcano or something like that, but no, it's called Volcano! I think, oh, what was that PS1 game, RPG about dragons? Legend of Dragoon. I think there was also an attack in there called Volcano. I don't think it's called Volcano, but I think it's just called Volcano. But the way he says it, maybe it sounds like Volcano or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, that was back in the day of early game voice acting. So who knows what you were gonna sometimes you might get those like weird competent actors in there, but for the most part, it was like someone hired in the office to do a role, and they didn't make them do retakes. They're just like, yeah, that's good, that's fine. It was the same with games, anime, or whatever. It's like you can, if you want to find a treasure trove of bad voice acting, just look to the 90s of anime and games, and you'll find some pleasant surprises in there. That's for sure. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've already played one of them on the channel like a long time ago for anyone who watched the Resident Evil games, But there's just something like fun about how cheesy they are. It's almost like it was designed like that on purpose. Well, I didn't expect you to counterattack, but luckily it's only half damage, so. Napalm gets to. No, we don't need to bolt you, so that's a bit overkill for the experience cost, or for the MP cost. I'm trying to think what would be like a really, really bad voice one, like when it comes to like anime and stuff like that as well. I mean, a lot of them, like that's why there's like this kind of in that, at least in that kind of general community, there's that kind of question of sub over dub. And back in the day, it was clear that if you wanted something like either really bad or something like so bad it was funny, then I think Natasha can handle a hit though. Youch. Yeah, she's a sturdy little wizard, despite all the damage she takes. But yeah, back in the day, obviously, if you wanted a good experience, you usually chose the sub stuff, because obviously that was in the... Because Japan had been doing it for so long, they for the most time, had competent voice actors to do... Well, then again, well, no, you can kind of tell if they had really bad line readings there, so... I was about to say, usually you couldn't tell in Japanese if they were bad voice acting parts, but no, you could... I've listened to some bad Japanese subs before, so you can usually tell where they're at. Not that I've watched every single thing, but just have him. Yeah, might as well just have him help. Don't want him to wreck Natasha. Yeah, I could have swapped out any of my characters for like Road or Randolph, which would have been a solid choices as well. But I think Claude, because of his maneuverability, probably makes for the best promoted companion to put in the group. And obviously, we're going to take Sarah because she's a healer, so you don't ignore the healer. They're the most powerful force in the world because everyone needs them. Yeah. Because what is it the line says? If you if you need it but you don't have it, you sing a different tune. It's the same thing with healers. You're like, oh, I wish I'd been nice to the healer. Especially if you're playing like an MMO, they're godsend. You need them in those games. She's probably not gonna be able to finish it off. Maybe Blaze 2 might be enough damage. Oh, are they strong? I guess they're strong against fire, huh? Interesting. Okay. Did not know that. But I don't know all their weaknesses. I don't even think most guides have their weaknesses down or strengths, because most people didn't put the effort to really. Because it's just like this game. Like as much as I like these games, there is some strategy, but not that much. You know what I mean? It's not like I mean, this is in the early days of a strategy game, so it isn't until like a little bit later on to where they start kind of coming into their own and actually take into ideas of strength and weaknesses and rock paper scissors mechanics when it comes to like weaknesses. Although I guess that's not completely true, because there was the Fire Emblem series which had been around. That had been kind of doing the rock paper scissors kind of mentality with strengths and weaknesses way before Shining Force did. So. Then again, I haven't played all the Fire Emblems. The only Fire Emblem... really, I was first introduced to Fire Emblem via the Game Boy Advance game, which is where most Western audiences were. Because we never got the... Well, I'm trying to remember now. I don't think we ever got the original Fire... Well, we did get the original Fire Emblem years ago. On the DS. I think it was called, like, the Shadows Do I even have it in my thing? Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. It's a remake of the original game. And then recently, although I've heard that's got to be a short run, I'm not sure why they're doing it, but for a short run on the Switch, they had the original Fire Emblem from the old Famicom days. It was newly retranslated, but I heard it was for a short time only, which is I do not get Nintendo in there. Let's have a game up for like a month and then get rid of it forever. I'm like, you're just gonna like promote what's the word? You're just gonna promote resellers and people are gonna hack your games. I'm like, oh, what are you trying to like prove or show or do? Like, I don't get you. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on Nintendo trend on a Sega game, but you know, it just doesn't make sense. And it does kind of date the video a bit, but that's my fault. So, oh well. I mean, what else can I talk about while we're... Dang it. I just healed you. Why'd you cast freeze on me? Why'd you bite me? Oh, wait. That's a different... Yeah, unfortunately, Sarah, since you're promoted, your HP growth is not as good as it should be. Oh, well. This is what you get for throwing ice in my face. Yeah, you and all the people who throw snowballs at people when that comes around with just all of a sudden. Kind of a dick move, you know. Yeah, you gotta do a decent amount of damage to Quad. Oh, not as much. Oh yeah, you are just a regular bow rider. You're only just a rider of bows. Yeah, just picking out those worms. I mean, I should have given that to May, but Slade, needs that experience. Yeah, better to heal you. So. And you haven't learned Aura yet. I think you'll learn it at next level, actually. Maybe. I don't remember every little detail. Oh, I should have had him go after the sorcerer. What was I thinking? Yeah, it's not gonna... Really, she's resistant to magic either way, so... Yeah, you're weak to the physical. Oh, Blaze level 3, nice. Yeah, better just to finish off that one. Don't want to... I'm surprised, like in the last battle, like everyone got poisoned, I swear, and then in this battle, no one got poisoned. The like weird odds in this game are just like surprising. Yeah, better. Actually, if people are closer to that, might as well just have them help with that. You really don't like Sarah, do you? Well, Sarah is cuter than you are, I'll admit. For being anthropomorphic. What is she, anyway? She looks similar to... I think she's supposed to be similar to Chris from the first Shining Force game, because she does kind of have that same look. Although Chris was like... Her design was kind of weird, just the way like it was different from her character to her portrait. You know, but she does look kind of similar. But I don't think they ever said... This game never straight up says, like, what your race is. Like... it just, you kind of almost infer that you can kind of guess what they are based on just what their designs are. Like, you know, dwarves are dwarves and elves are elves and centaurs are centaurs if you're familiar enough with fantasy genres. If not, you might be, you might not know, but the fact that the game doesn't bring up, it is kind of weird that this game never brings up what characters are. Like, I guess that means they just don't care about that stuff because it's not important to them, which I guess good for them. But for those who aren't familiar with this world, maybe giving a slight, like, little bit of info about what they are. Maybe the booklet, although I don't have the booklet for this, I'd have to look it up. But I wonder if maybe the game manual talks about the races and everything. Maybe it does. Maybe that's a way to, like, prevent exposition, is it just lets the book do it. Or the instruction booklet that comes with it. And let it handle it. Cloud should be able to survive on phone, but hopefully I can get Sarah over there to help. I doubt Ice is really going to do much more damage. Let's see. Maybe she's resistant to magic in general, so yeah, it wasn't really much of a difference. Oh well. I'm strongly considering having... Yeah, let's get rid of the worm. Or let's get rid of you, because I'm not sure when your turn's going to come next. You can do a lot more damage than the worm can. Or the bow rider, for that matter. Yeah, quit healing, whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously, cleric is the. I forgot to mention the cleric's the next step up from the bishop. So. Let's go. Get you doing something other than falling on your face, Luke. Yeah, that was the comic relief. The few times in the game where they have it. I think this is one of the few games to straight up have comic relief like that, actually. Because I think the game itself pretty much... Well, let's see, I think Shining Force 2 had a few comedic scenes. But for the most part, the game is kind of played straight. Like, there's not, like... I think this is the first game in the series that had, like, an obvious, like, you know, comedic sidekick moment with, like, Luke or Eric. But it doesn't come up very often. Maybe it's because they didn't... Man, people just have it out for Sarah, don't they? Maybe it's just... Maybe it's because they didn't have enough time or enough story to, like, implement. They could only do so much, so they just kind of put it in where they could. I guess in this case, just do a little damage, get some experience. Man, this is gonna be a long episode. Man, I didn't realize how long it'd take me to do these episodes. I thought I planned this pretty well, but I guess I must have misinterpreted my the range of like how long I could get through certain fights and whatnot. Well, there is a reason why I'm doing it like this, but like I said, I probably could have handled it a little bit better. But no, let's make up for having like a couple short episodes back to back there for a while. So there you go. We could use that as an excuse. Probably should have had everyone go straight to the center just so they could get to the boss quicker. I basically made Dina and them go the long way around. Of course, this one is longer because the whole group's back together. What I should have done is I think last episode maybe I should have merged the short episodes together. The ones that, like, where it was only the small group, which you know those were going to be short just because, you know, it only had so many people. But I didn't plan out this, like, playthrough that well, you know. Then again, for people who probably watch my videos know very well that I'm not a very good planner. Not really. I kind of do a lot of things by the cuffs. It usually doesn't work out too well, but I'm at that age where I don't care anymore. I'm just like, I'm too old. I don't want to deal with all this planning stuff. What are you talking about? Organizing yourself? That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. People are born to be free. Well, I don't actually think like that, but why not? Alright, and you can get some little extra experience for yourself. Despite all the hiccups, I've at least some people have gotten pretty close to the levels I want them to be. For this fight, which is 18, I believe. Or somewhere around that level, anyway. Yep, heal. For a second, I thought he cast Detox. I was like, huh? Because it looks just like, oh yeah, he has the reason he healed himself is he has the Holy Staff. He heals 2 HP per turn. He casts Boost, which means the ghoul's gonna be even more nasty. And how much damage did he do already there? I didn't. Probably better to get rid of the cleric if we can. Make him waste all spells, because yeah, the fact that he already boosted the ghoul sucks. And I said, well, no, it was the Hawkman. I said never use his boost. So, but unfortunately, that I don't have a. I mean, I could try to see if I could get the spell off on him. I wasn't close enough to cast it though. But we can see if that works. Someone's probably gonna get killed by that by the ghoul just because of his boosted attack. I mean, I have boost as well, but was trying to save it for healing. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter if they're dead, right? Yeah, gotta get rid of that cleric just because of the... He'll just heal again or whatever. Or at least he'll heal himself and not heal the ghoul. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering who will die first. Well, I mean, technically Slade died, but I fixed that. I fixed that post-editing. Nope, it's probably gonna be Don. Sorry, Don. Ow! 25 damage. Holy cow. Sorry, Don. Boom. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go in there with like she's just out of just out of magic. Because they're, I believe, ghouls and stuff like that are slightly susceptible to fire. Didn't do that much more. Well, anyway. Wonder if I can get Dispel. The only problem with trying to Dispel the boost is that, like, it might not even work. Wait, no. Is it Dispel I'm thinking of? Or... Well, Slow would help, but she didn't get close enough for that, so... Or Muddle, but that also help as well. Although this heal might not... Actually, it might help if Claude gets targeted, but I doubt it. But I guess we'll find out what happens. No, all Dispel does is makes it where they can't cast magic. I wonder if I probably can't put them to sleep. I'll try. Nope. I didn't think I think they're immune to it, if I recall. Oh well, I tried. You don't have. Yeah, you have boost. You have boost. I could boost one of you to try and. Oh wait, no, this is the. Never mind. I said the attack boost. It's the like defense and whatever boost. No, that might help against the. That might help against the attack damage. I guess we'll see. Maybe we can finish this guy off before he actually gets to. Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were gonna do that much damage. Wow, Claude's getting a lot of the experience. He's good to go for chapter 4. Our effort here will not go in vain. Balin will avenge our death. You will pay. I don't know. I think it is going to be vain because we're the heroes, right? We're going to win. What or who is Balin? Does anyone know? Must be careful of the trap at the Eon Castle. The trap at Eon Castle, huh? What is the trap at Eon Castle? Will we be able to handle it? Will the Shining Force be able to get closer into Eon's domain to help Prince Nick? Find out next time at the end of Chapter 3 of Shining Force CD. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.